Okay, yeah, I don't really know too much about the other games, so I've only ever played Skyrim.
Sorry about the mess. Keeping this place clean is quite a chore.
But pretty much all lore and all different stories and everything to do with elves. Elves live for many, many hundreds of years, so it doesn't surprise me. Do you work here?
Work? I suppose you can call it that. I call it slavery. I work my fingers to the bone keeping this disgusting place clean. Ever since my parents died and Helga took me in, it's been a nightmare. How was I to know she was such a wretched woman? So now I'm stuck living here, while those pigs she calls customers grope me and say the most awful things.
Why do you help Helga so much? Hate
It's not
Helga.
just the work, it's everything about her. She's disgusting. I think she takes her worship of Dibella a bit too seriously. Do you know she slept with 3 different men in the last month alone? What kind of woman would do such a thing? Just for once, I'd like to see her squirm, to rub her nose in it.
There would be many women that would do that, actually. There must be a way.
Actually, there is. But I don't think I could get away with doing it. She'd kill me if she found out. You see, I happen to know, after she makes love, she gives her partner a token of her affection, called a Mark of Dibella. If you confront her with 3 of the marks, she'd be so embarrassed. Well, I don't know what she'd do.
Sure, I'll help you.
Oh, this is going to be great! You need to get the marks of Dibella from Boli, Hofgrir, and Indaren. Not sure how you're going to do that, but try your best. Then just confront Helga with them, and the rest works itself out.
I'll do my best.
Try and get those marks without violence, please. I don't want to be responsible for their deaths. Or yours.
Yeah, I don't plan to do it with violence. I'll activate those now. Is there anything back here? Nope. What the? Tub of honey.
Any luck getting the marks from those men?
That goes down. I'll go up first. Yeah, that's what I plan to do. Just persuade them.
Sorry about the mess. Keeping this place clean is quite a chore.
This was down, wasn't it? Yep. That's where I wanted. My persuade is pretty good too, I think, so... What is my persuade at? Well, my speech is at 88 with buffs. So, with my speech being so high, I think persuade is a part of speech, isn't it? Yep. Get out of my way, Serana. There's a note I haven't read. I can't read that fast, but for those who want to read it. Because I haven't finished the... I could tell her to wait, but can't be bothered. That's the place I can get once I've helped the owl. Now time to... Oops. Didn't mean to go in the water. I don't know if I've been in this place before. There's not much here though. Guessing homeless stay here.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
Oh yeah. Doesn't surprise me that Thalmor trying to cover deaths up. Isn't that what they always do?
Sorry, just thinking about my experiments.
Are you an alchemist?
I'm aspiring to earn that title, yes. However, the road ahead is paved with loose cobbles and deadly pitfalls. Master Elgrim says I'm a natural, that I have a unique talent, but I fear his approval masks his intolerance for my mistakes. My errant formulas have cost Master Elgrim a fortune in ingredients, some of which are almost irreplaceable.
What sort of ingredients do you need?
To restore Master Elgrim's supply, I would need 20 Deathbell, 20 Nightshade, and 20 Nirnroot. Am I sensing that you may be interested in gathering these rare ingredients for me?
I'll do my best. Sure, I'll get them for you.
That means more time for my experiments and less time in the field. Much appreciated.
No worries about posting so much. It's interesting information that you're passing on to us. Why are you so fascinated in alchemy?
It's exhilarating to observe the effects of my potions on the body. Watching the heart stop, the eyes go blind. We're made up of thousands of parts with thousands of different functions, all working in tandem to keep us alive. Yet if only a single part of our imperfect machine fails, life fails. It makes one realize how fragile, how flawed we are. You ask why I'm so fascinated? The irony that the same world that gave us life provides us the means to die.
Okay. Any clues where I can find these ingredients?
Nirnroot is the easiest. It grows only by the water and makes a unique chiming noise. The only drawback is it won't regrow after harvesting. Nightshade is native to the pine forest and marshy tundra regions of Skyrim, and has a distinctive starburst-like violet flower. Last we have Deathbell, which only grows in marshy tundra terrain. Its inverted bluish-purple flower bunches are unmistakable.
Okay. Tell me about your family.
My family. All that wealth and they squander it on foolish ventures and political schemes. I was meant for so much more than all of this. I wish to pledge my life and ply my talents in darker circles. If only my mother would let me, I would make her proud.
Sure.
My experiments can't be complete. You've brought me
This
those
place has
ingredients.
seen better days, but it's not my fault.
Well, Thalmor are very much leading the Empire and in control of what the Empire does. So personally, I think they would want the Empire to win, and then they, in turn, win themselves. You've got your hands full, huh?
I swear if I wasn't around, Elgrim would forget to eat his meals. How we make any coin at all is beyond me. In fact, I need to arrange for someone to pick up an ore sample for me in Shore's stone. Goodness knows Elgrim won't lift a finger to do it.
I could get it for you.
You would? Oh, that would be wonderful. Speak to Filnyar in Shore's stone. He's got some sort of ore sample he wants us to identify and was willing to pay us well for it.
Sure, I can get that for you. But saying that's what I think, you could be right there, Cryptic Minx. I'd like to make an investment in your business.
Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision. Thank you. I'll be sure to put it to good use.
Are you an alchemist as well?
I know how to mix a few basic potions, but I'm nowhere near as skilled as a master alchemist. I've picked up a few tricks by reading the tomes scattered all over the shop, but I don't have the knack to pull off half of the formulas. I wish Elgrim had spent more time tutoring me than that Ingun girl.
That could be true. In time, it'll probably break down. But while the White Gold Concordat lasts, the Thalmor pretty much control everything the Empire does. Because if the Empire doesn't do something that they will, that the Thalmor agrees on, then the Thalmor will attack or can do something to stop it from happening or whatever. Are you jealous of her?
Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way. Elgrim can barely put on his own shoes, let alone have the energy to pursue a young girl. He's been gushing about how talented Ingen is at alchemy. He'd never say it to her face. That's not his way. I just think Elgrim's taken it upon himself to mentor the young thing, so he focuses a lot of attention on her.
If the White Gold Concordat did break down and end it, yes, the Empire has stronger forces to have better chance to defeat Thalmor, but it's very unlikely that it would break down and end in this time, in the time of the current leader of the Empire. Because the Empire wants to, currently, they want to keep peace with the Thalmor, and the only way that's going to happen is by letting the Thalmor control them. Does it bother you living underground?
When Elgrim said we were setting up shop down here, I told him he would catch his death. The dirt, the moisture, it's disgusting. Who wants to spend their life living like a skeever? But that old bellyacre just fed me some nonsense about light ruining his mixtures and being close to the water. Ah.
But also saying that,
Be careful.
Stormcloaks also have their bad points as well. Stormcloaks want to... Well, Alfred Stormcloak, all he wants is the power. He doesn't care about the freedom. He wants the power and wants to lead people. He wants to be the High King of Skyrim, and that's all. So, I personally don't do the war in Skyrim most of the time. And if I do it in this playthrough, it'll be one of the last things I do. Hey, yes, Tullius doesn't like the Thalmor completely, but he does give in a lot of things to the Thalmor, trying to avoid conflict with them, knowing that they are powerful. Why is his shop down here in the canal?
Well, the moisture in the air is better for the ingredients. It isn't every day that you get your hands on fresh nirnroot or painted troll fat. It also makes it easier to gather water when the canal is right out the front door. Besides, I also prefer the quiet. I didn't open this business for browsing. Come in, buy what you need, and get out.
I have played Skyrim in the past and done all these missions in the past, so I know a bit about it, but I haven't actually done that part in this playthrough currently, so... Do you work alone?
Hardly. In fact, I don't know how I get anything done with all the distractions I have to put up with. My wife, Halfjorg, well, she's a necessary evil, I suppose. Not a lick of talent when it comes to alchemy, but she keeps me fed. Then there's Ingen Blackbriar, bright young thing and a worthy apprentice, when she isn't wasting my rare ingredients.
I've barely even been to Solitude in this playthrough yet. But I will be getting there eventually.
Yes, goodbye.
7:20 p.m. So it's getting time that shops will close and less dialogue. Nothing on the left. Oh, on the right, I mean. That's the rat ways, isn't it? Yep. Yep. People's houses and all locked. Yeah, I would have thought yours would be Wood Elves, the way you've been talking about it. I don't know which one I would choose. Most of the time I don't even change my race that I play as. This is the first time I've actually changed the race I play. Usually I go the I can't remember which one it is normally. I know I can come in here later. I kind of want to, because I'm still a vampire from doing the Dawn Guard, I want to feed to lower my vampire powers. So this is the first time I've played as a Breton.
Staying safe, I hope.
Hey, I can take that death bell.
No matter what else, guards will always be grateful for everything you've done.
I've already done yours, haven't I?
But I'm in the middle of some delicate experiments.
I'd like to make an investment.
An investment? Very well. I don't see why not. Thank you. When I have the time, I'll try to think how best to use this. Okay. Now where did I put those spiders?
As Yar Layla's houseguard, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from
Welcome to
her at all
Riften, traveler.
times.
I hope the road fared well for
Welcome to Mistvale
you. Good
Keep.
journey to you.
I'm
It's like
Jarl
I've
Layla's
talked
steward.
to all them.
about
Muriel.
official city business. You're wasting my
Welcome, Riften.
time.
As long as you continue to obey our laws.
You seem to dislike visitors in Riften.
Every day, the threat of exile from Riften draws closer for myself and my family. Who knows how many spies the Empire has sent into our midst already? We're at war. This isn't the time for hospitality. Thank goodness Mother is keeping a level head about everything. If my brother Saerlund had his way, we'd be flying Imperial colors by now.
You and your brother don't see eye to eye?
Can you believe that fool had the audacity to speak of his love for the Empire in the plaza? He expects us to drop our defenses and greet them with open arms, to dialogue with them rather than defend our homeland by spilling their blood. He's a traitor, plain and simple. Had I been sitting on the throne, he'd be hanging from the gallows for his sympathies toward the Empire.
That's actually pretty impressive. That would be an awesome power to have. Only a dagger for the son of the Jarl.
If you must know, I was practicing in the yard when the guard I was sparring with fainted when I specifically told him to duck. My blade bit right into the stonework next to the keep and needed serious repairs. Thankfully, our smith Balamond works wonders. In fact, if you'd fetch my blade from him, I'd be most appreciative.
I'll get it for you.
Thank you. Do hurry, please.
Oh, come to gloat.
Already talked to you.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. Until next
I'm
time.
Jarl Layla's steward.
That's everyone in here I've talked to. Doesn't look like you've got anything I want.
No,
Livery?
I can't remember.
Let's go get that dagger. It's just down here. He's still outside.
I've never seen me all this upset about
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
I'm here to pick up Harold's sword.
Lazy good for nothing, isn't he? Sent you down here when I'm a stone's throw from the keep. Here's the sword. Tell Harold to stop slaying walls, and perhaps his blade will stay in better condition.
There we
Return
go.
anytime.
I'll take it back to him. Such an easy one.
Did Harold send you to
Wrong
taunt
person.
me?
He seems to have gone. There he is. There we go. It's telling me to go outside. Okay. I have already put Wolfred back together. I don't think I'm carrying it with me. But, yeah, I have put it back together. I've taken it and it's in my chest on Solstheim.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King.
If this isn't about official city business, you're wasting my time.
Here's the sword from Balaman.
Took your sweet time getting it to me. Here you go.
What
For
do
your
you
trouble.
mean, took my sweet time? I went straight there and came straight back to you.
Until next.
I couldn't have been faster.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
Destruction. It's fine. Just don't go burning down any buildings.
It is, if you're early enough in the game. My weapons now are way better than the axe. So,
Passing.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Helga gave you a mark of Debella. I want it.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd never sleep with anyone besides my good wife, Drifa.
I don't want to intimidate. Hand it over and no one has to know.
Look, it was one night, okay? I think she slipped something in my drink. I haven't even been back to the bunkhouse since. Just take this damn thing. I never want to see it again.
And that's all I want.
Remember to give at the temple.
If you don't have it with you,
Yeah,
then
what do
she's
you
got no...
want?
They've...
If this is about the meadery, we can talk later. And what might you need?
Helga gave you a mark of Debella. I want it.
You're crazy. How dare you make such an accusation?
I don't know, Bolly.
Hand it over and no one has to know.
If word gets around that I betted her, they'll lose all respect for me at the meadery. Take the mark if you want it. It's not worth all this hassle anyway.
Why did you want to keep it in the first place?
That was important.
There's two of them. Yeah, both of them are sending me outside Riften. Most quests will send you out the main entrance, so since this one's pointing me out this way, I'm thinking it's to the third person. I need to get that mark of Debella from. All the way down there. Ah, it's at the stables.
Too lazy to walk, eh? Got horses that need shoeing, so make it quick.
Helga gave you a mark of Debella. I want it.
Huh? What are you talking about? I don't even know what that is.
Hand it over and no one has to know.
Look, you must have me confused with someone else.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll save. I know it saved as I came into the place.
Yeah. Huh? What are you talking about? I don't even know what that is.
I guess I'll have to do this one. Give it to me or else.
I don't want a bad reputation in Riften, but Helga's out of control. She wanted to try it in the stables, so I said yes. If you want the mark that badly, then go ahead and take it.
There we go.
All
At
right,
least we didn't do any... At least there was no fighting or whatever. I didn't realise it was Isgramor that built Windhelm. Interesting anyway. What am I doing coming back in here? Ah, you're in here.
Sorry, I'm
Helga's
afraid I
in here.
can't help you much right now. I'm currently
Oh,
in
it's you. Come to extort more from me?
Are you the only one that works at the bunkhouse?
Of course not. You expect me to take care of it by myself? My niece Svana helps me with the chores. She'd be more help if she kept her head out of the clouds.
Come to think of it,
She's been with me ever since her parents were killed by bandits and she was dropped in my lap.
Anything you say, Mom.
I believe these are yours.
What? How? Where did you get these? No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Look, we need to keep this quiet between you and me, okay? No one else needs to know about it. If word got out that I'm practicing my Debellan arts in Riften, they'll run me out of town. Here, take this and don't mention a word of this to anyone, especially Svana.
She already knows. She put me onto it.
Yes, Father.
Scroll of Firestorm.
I don't know why I bother.
I don't want
If
that.
you're relieved to... You're not from around here. Imperial spy, perhaps?
A little bit too far. There we go. Why has it got me going through here?